are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yellow, I've got little lady. Rock twist, rock twist, rock twist, 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 twist. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Attack, attack.
Nice 7, let's go. 58's the money. 58's the money. Woo-hoo.
58.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 13.
Check 15.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. 66. Bullet high.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I don't need to. That's a long right.
54. Take me up. Here we go.
15.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one complete to Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
15, yellow.
More big. 54. Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears.
15, yellow.
Check 37.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Vikings.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Gun.
Cousins on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins now. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Good route there.
Let's get in there now. Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Mike.
Double
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 51.
To throw, Cousins. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hey, Steven.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Crunch. Hey, 57.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, check.
Hey, rip one.
Go 58's the Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Stay open. Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
58 to Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go. Watch that.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This to Jarwin. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a party now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
64, weak. Check the backer. Out. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Cousins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Easy.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mike 43.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And his throw here's incomplete.
This deep. Defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Let's get them home.
First and 10.
Check 15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hero 15.
Let you play. Kill.
Attack.
Delta.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike, 55.
Hey, go gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Recon, 132 fighter.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
55. Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Watch the 48. Like that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Hey, exit.
First down. Here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To throw is Cousins. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, 43, 15. Attack, attack. 15.
Buzz. 58, the mic. 58.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
That's 36.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Always got some breathing room. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Go. Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down. Watch 84. Quick down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check 55 to right. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Check three. Slam. Shift. Watch the shift.
Back.
Hey, yo, go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
Here we go.
Shift.
Hey, get him. You got him. Right there. 54. Right there.
15.
54's Mike. Check.
I don't need to.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Listen.
Check 31. Under 10. Any weapon. 10. Switch. Line out.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go, D.
Slam. 43.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
Hey, color.
55, Mike, 55.
Mahomes now on first down. And And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
15.
55, my God, 55.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
At the 32-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming after you.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Yellow.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. It's our time. It's our time.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check me out.
15.
Mike 55.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Recon, 132 fight. 55's my God, 55. Here we go.
Yellow.
Mike 55. I'm going to come back to you.
Hero 15.
You. No. Off.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Right here. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. You're trapped.
Mahomes going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, 57 colors. Yellow.
Charlie.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 3. 57.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 83 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
55, Mike, guys, 55.
Attack, attack.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, Hayward, I'm coming. Check.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he's got the connection to Cooper. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55. Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
43, 43.
55. Smoke. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation. This is caught at the 20. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 43, 15.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Check 43. Check. Watch twist.
Hey, 57.
Scene 6.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Check motion. Mike 5-5.
Yellow.
Mike 5-5. Oh, you got D? Exit. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm here all day. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Coming to you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey! Hey, 15. Check right. Watch Alpha.
Yeah. Mike 55.
Watch the slant.
Check.
Hey, 57. Yellow.
55 is my guy, 55. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, let's get this. Sponge.
Hey, 57 colors. Go.
5'9", Mike 5'9". Bring it.
Hey, 43.
24, watch 24.
One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come into this one 0-6 on the year, and really it's sort of just been one thing after another.
Coupled with they don't start very fast. The first quarter's really been an issue for them. They've got to learn to get out of the gates quicker in order to try and win some games.
getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
And wide receiver Tyler Lockett continues to improve as a route runner and a playmaker downfield. But let's not forget his main use, kick returner. Knows how to break open a game in that area as well.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let him know, let him know.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now Rashad Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing, Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 20. Yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? Well, most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Switch.
Second and 5 on the Seahawks 42-yard line.
You got tight right there.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 5-4. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, switch gears. Chain weapon.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was... Final play of the half. Bridgewater. He's going to float this over the middle. But when this Coach. Thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check 37. Check 37. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Jim.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone. Picking up a 1st down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Now Cook running right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and very short, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Bridgewater under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Come on, fellas. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that?
What? Go right in.
Wilson going to face the give and keep it himself. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
54 Mike. Watch the slant.
Now Wilson on first down. Going right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's Nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Wilson going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2nd down and goal. Bridgewater, the quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, there's a bring in your tight end. Keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First down, Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 56. Go. Switch it.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. This is caught. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Bridgewater to the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. It's complete to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. I don't know what was going on there, but but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but... Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run it again with Cook.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, defense.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They go play action here on first down. 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Double dog. That's the way. Where'd he go? Kill.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 2 now, second and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And some room to roam now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Penny, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jared Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Jason Myers on for the field goal of 38 yards.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Throwing. Bridgewater. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking here for Smith downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. On the left side, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 1. And time, a huge factor. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. On first down, Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you want a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they got the
everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, U.S. Bank Stadium. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team.
Tyler Lockett. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Right there. 54, Mike. Here it comes. Back.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there out of Cook. And even 70 yards on the pickup. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think. As far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Here we go. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, go. 27. Check, Mike. 27. Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
So it's about how teams are so competitive.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of next... explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Bridgewater again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a... They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On first down, it's Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Leaves it for Petty. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it.
They go play action. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.